Alright, now let's begin our second part of the lab, which is the tensile test lab. And for this lab, we also need to test the four materials: aluminum, copper, bronze, and steel. We'll go through the same sequence, but we're going to start with aluminum, copper, and bronze first, and then we'll go last with the steel, because steel is always a little bit special because it's high strength. You will see a little bit difference, between comparing with the other three materials. Well, first let me introduce this machine, this tensile test machine. This is an Instron machine, and so this is a frame, and this is the part that is lifting the material test specimen. So you can load the test specimen here, and then we will grip the top part with this grip, and then also grasp with the bottom part with this grip, and then you fasten it, right, and tighten it, and then when we apply the load, it will start to apply the forces on two directions, okay, and then until it breaks, right, until it breaks. On the computer software, it will draw a curve, show what is graph on how the stress actually changes over time. Stress changes over time. So for this machine, there's nothing you need to operate. The only two operations you need is this jog up and jog down. So when you press this jog up, the grip here is actually going up. You can see it is going up. And if you press this jog down, it will go down. So when you load the part and also unload the part, you can use this jog up and jog down to find the right position to load it. Now first I will start to load the first specimen. But before we do that, we always want to make sure that we need to measure the thickness as well as the width of the test specimen, because we need to specify the data or the dimensions in the software, in the settings, to let the machine know or software know that what is the test specimen's dimension it is. So you can use this caliper to measure it. So I'm using millimeters, so it's about 3.27 millimeters of the thickness, and the width is about 12.92 millimeters. It's about 13 millimeters. Okay, just write down this dimension and also measure the dimension of each of those, and then write down it on your lab sheet, so you can record the dimension, and later you can input it, internet them in the software. All right, now I'll first load the aluminum part. This is our first test, and so usually you can do just in the front and then load it here, because I need to demonstrate how you load it. So I'll just go from the back. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me, but just to let you know, you may probably can see it clearly, how to load it. And so you probably want to leave it as half of the. You can see this is this length. How much you want to get into the grip, you probably go to the half of this part, as well as half of this top side into the grip. So I'll go to half of it, and then start to tighten it. Tighten it. Because this grip is a little bit high, I'll use jog down. But first, make sure there's enough, the mouth is big enough so it can get in. So I'll loose this grip. I think this is the other direction. Okay, all right. Now loose this grip, and then use this jog down to let it go down. it's getting in, getting lower. It's about place, so I'll start to tighten it. Make sure it's straight enough. Alright, I'll tighten it. So now we finish all the setup of this for this tensile test machine. Next, we're gonna go to the computer and to do our settings here.